to this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Scrapbook Live for February of 2026. I got the year right. And we are excited to be here doing this live event where we bring our scrap happy friends with us, but we also invite others to join us live. So if you are missing out on the fun and only watching this on replay, make sure that you get signed up. There's totally a link on one of these things. It's on my yeah, right here. Scraphappy.org/subscribe gets you on the email list. We don't send that many emails. That's still a thing. We like to keep it so that you're only getting good stuff. So sign up, you'll get invited to our live free events too. Um, how's it been, Allison?
It's been
It's been okay, moving on.
no,
One of those
surprise me
weeks.
with questions I need to think about. Come on.
Did you print your pictures? Do you have pictures for this week?
I do not have pictures, no,
Okay. Ooh,
but I have
okay.
a plan.
I know you
So
said you had a plan. I loved what you did last month. If anybody missed last month, the replays are up in all the right places, like YouTube, also in our Scrap Happy membership monthly live replay space. See, it's like appropriately named. Um, and Allison used all four of the mini kits that we're going to show you. Well, last month's mini kits. And I absolutely loved that. And plus, you were so productive. So, I wanted to talk about that for just a second before we dive into looking at the kit. Do you think that you were four times as much as productive? Like the pages were built to be such good bases because you didn't have to have the commitment of worrying about getting your photo and your stories and all the embellishments in there? Like, would you say that it changed how fast you were able to create? You're pretty fast though.
I do create quickly, mostly because I'm lazy and I just want to get it done. But
Your pages do not look lazy. Not at all.
but yeah, not having to worry about fitting the photos in and journaling space and finishing all the embellishment areas definitely helped my productivity.
Yeah, I find like if I spend time creating playful backgrounds, that's a very different experience than trying to actually create. And so if I've done a little bit of other stuff separately, I can do a bunch of those other fun, playful things. And then when I actually put the layouts together, that's a totally different process and
Hmm.
works differently. So yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we look at these kits? I
Jen,
peeked. I
Jen says,
peeked.
Jen says, it's been is a great description of the last few weeks. Right?
Okay, hold on. I'm getting the chat open. There we go. Oh, and about that little selfie album I was showing before we started, Aswani said, "That looks so fun. I do not need another project, but I want it." So relatable. So relatable. Okay, well, we are actually doing a load challenge right now. It is February, and we are doing our load 226 as you wish. So we are all inspired by the Princess Bride. This is what's going on for us right now, the As You Wish challenge. It has been so fun. I don't know if you guys love this movie like I love this movie, and I have had some people say, I don't know if I've actually seen it. Like, what? How can that be? I thought that was
Sure, that is
required.
possible, to be honest.
Okay, well, I did see somebody asking the question about the best movie of all time. And like I think that this one came up a lot, like a lot. Like I think between Back to the Future and this and Ferris Bueller, like those three have got to be in like I think most top tens, right? Aren't they? No, but those
One
are
would
three.
hope.
Those are the three that I think of. Natalie
Well,
says, and the Goonies.
yes.
So yeah, yeah, go ahead and
Yeah,
share.
yeah.
Like, what did I forget? There's some really good movies. Like, there's John Hughes for starters. Like,
Well, yeah. Just go
so
back and watch all the 80s, like John Hughes movies,
I
for sure.
know. And like sometimes the movies that come out now is like, yeah, eh. But go back and watch stuff from the 80s, 90s even. So fun. Oh my goodness. So fun. And there's ones that I never saw. Uh, I've been watching some movies lately. Not very many, but a couple. And we actually watched a couple really old movies and one that ties back to Back to the Future, which was a different load that we did last year. But it was so fun because during Back to the Future, we talked about that opening clock scene with all of the clocks, and we see that. And there was a reference in there. And like when you see it, there's like a little guy hanging from a clock, like the face of a clock. He's hanging from the hour hand on the clock, right? Or maybe the minute hand, whatever. He's hanging from a hand of a clock. And you think, oh, that's just like something in reference to later on when Doc is hanging from the clock. But it wasn't. It was actually from a 1923 silent film called Safety Last. And that I just recently had the chance to finally watch it. I was like so excited. Now, it's not necessarily as great compared to the storytelling we get nowadays, but it was pretty funny. I really enjoyed it. So, if anybody hasn't seen that and wants to dive into old things from the past, I give it a recommendation. I think it's so fun. Okay,
Cool.
Breakfast Club is on the list here. John Hughes movies. Natalie's saying load 2027 challenges. A very good one. We can add that to the list. I'd be surprised if it's not on my list. But, but we can definitely add
Like
it.
we've probably discussed it, but I don't know.
I know things have come up. Anyways, let's dive into these kits. Really fun. And I'm excited. We also have the add-on embellishment kit. So I've already seen that there's a couple cute things in there. First up, the first kit that I have listed is the Bella Boulevard Snowflake Season. Oh my goodness. So let's switch some cameras. And I'll go like this. And we'll bring you up on your other one. There we go. And spotlight. There we go. Okay. So we have snowflake season. And first off, I have to say, this is such cute paper. I know they're calling it snowflake season, but it's like Valentine's this month. And like, how cute is this? Jen says we wanted to bring our teen up to speed on 80s movies. We started with the big and weird, big, yeah, absolutely, classic, and Weird Science. And then he asked if all 80s movies were about teens having relationships with adults. God. Oh boy. Uh, so you didn't go back and show him The Graduate. uh, anyways, yeah. Ferris Bueller. That one's a little better, right? Okay, Allison, first up, do you love the cute little hearts? They're so cute. Oh, she's connecting to audio. Hold on. I can't hear her yet. It says it's connecting. But yeah. Oh, I have these retro
I was
mugs.
trying something different. I don't know if it'll work. Can you
Okay.
see through this one?
Uh, I'm not, it's still showing me that it's trying to connect to audio.
But you can hear me through my other
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah. But like on the like the recording, it will go to like a black screen every time you talk.
Right.
So that's why it's better to do the audio. So you guys have to see this mug that I have. You can guess who one of my
Love
favorite.
it.
It looks like all of the little cassette tapes all lined up. And my husband saw it and he's like, it looks like that America's Most Wanted thing. How he saw what he saw, but now I can't like unthink about that when I pull the cup out. Okay, I can hear a little echo of myself on your thing.
Yep. Sorry. Fixed it.
Okay, perfect. We're rolling. Let me
Okay.
that.
We're all good?
Clicky click. There we go. So lots of fun. Yeah, this cute little hearts, I like it. I think it's a fun little color palette too, actually. Like with the pink, there's also dark pink, and then you've got your blue and teal and green and some purple in there. Anyways, that's cute.
It's interesting because it's got both a bluey based color palette and a yellow, because the green is more a yellow
Right, right. It's
than
got
a
both
blue.
in there. Yeah. And then we've got like the nice teal. It's covered in the word winter time, but it doesn't have like winter for being called snowflake season. It has no snowflakes on it yet. So so far, even our gals down in like Australia, New Zealand are gonna be like, okay, this is winter time, but it's not overly snowflakey. That's nice.
No, it's more Valentine's, right? Like,
And then we have just like a little baby polka dot paper in the pink. Here we go. There's some snowflakes. There for I'm like wondering about a kit called Snowflake Season not having snowflakes, but there we go. We got some snowflakes. It's nice, same color palettes, obviously. This is kind of fun. Sometimes I struggle with these, but then I think like, okay, well, how many times do you actually just take off a little from the edges and then put some kind of frame behind your page? Oh, great, they've done it for me. I get to be lazy. And then we've got, there we go, some little subtle snowflakes. So really, there's only two sheets of snowflakes in this kit right here. We get two sheets of blue that is like a very good match. Like, look how good those matches are right there to the kit. Well done, as usual. And then we have the embellishments that come with the kit. And it says an assortment of icon and word ephemera and a few enamel shapes. So, enamel
I got
shapes.
hearts.
I got some hearts. Very cute. I like that I got like the all the colors. Oh, and you got all the colors too. So we got hearts and all the colors that kind of go with.
Yeah.
Ooh, books and cafe.
You have a cafe? Oh, fun.
Yeah.
I have like a cabin.
Oh, Winter Wonderland. Oh, I like that. I would use that in a heartbeat.
Well, you live in a winter wonderland. I would have a hard time using that one and
Take
this one.
pictures out my window when it's a winter wonderland. Does that count?
Considering it's currently like, I don't know, daytime highs of 10 to 12 degrees Celsius,
I like
we do
that
not
snow
have
with a
any of this,
little
guys.
snowflake in it. I know. It just feel like we just missed the mark with this with the weather for this kit.
Is your snow gone?
Oh gosh, no, we had so much of it this year. It'll be a while. We might still have some snow sitting in the yard in late April, I think. Like it's gonna be a while. But look at these cute die cuts. Smiles, beautiful, the cafe. I like it.
Natalie likes my polar bear.
Oh, yeah, he's cute. I got a snowman, so a snow girl, I should say. So that's a snow girl, right? She's got a bow. She's got pink little
I have her
ear.
too, but with a cabin.
Oh, you could
So
have.
I was listening to the radio the other day, and they were doing like one of those quiz things where you could win $1,000 if you answered all the questions.
Yeah.
So I have a question for everybody.
Woohoo.
What's bigger, a polar bear or a grizzly bear?
I want to answer.
Incorrect, Natalie. It is a polar bear. Polar bears
Polar
are
bear,
way bigger than grizzly bears.
way
But the
bigger.
lady on the show said grizzly, and I was like screaming at the radio.
Like, no, no, pick the polar bear, pick the polar
Yeah, yeah, polar bears are huge.
bear.
And we have these guys in the add-ons,
Not that
Alison.
grizzly bears are little by
No,
any.
grizzly bears are not little, but compared to a
Grizzly
polar
bears,
bear, they kind of
grizzly
are.
bears are definitely not black bears, but polar bears take it to a whole new level. Oh, the add-ons. Oh my gosh. Forgetting to play with the fun stuff.
These are
Yeah.
really cute.
Aren't these adorable? I have the same ones, the same little penguins. Sorry, I gotta open all the noisy stuff here, guys. Yeah, absolutely sweet. The Bella Pops. So they're like textural, they're 3D, and then
Yeah.
you've got like some enamelly pieces on them, and they're the ones it's like you look at them on the store when you're in the store and you're like, oh, yeah, that's nice. But like you kind of look at it, it's like, is that worth it? But like, look how cute it is. I'm so happy to have it. Because it's like, would I buy it for myself? Maybe. Maybe not though. So that makes it more fun. Okay, so next up, Cardbella, they say it's your birthday. Na 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 na.
Everybody sing along.
You didn't know it was a sing-along day. And then you're regretting that you're here. Sorry, I just saw the numbers tank. So like no. Lots of like I'll stop, I
We
promise.
won't let Alice sing anymore.
Yeah, so first off, embellishments, we get the whole sheet, all the little birthday goodness. Happy birthday. Oh, they put the balloons like weird. Why?
I like it.
'Cause they wanted it to be like, bigger on top than on the bottom. It's a little weird. I'm gonna say happy day birth. Because my family would read it like that. I live with guys that are take it literally. It's like happy day birth. Why would they say that? Jackie says my cousins went on an Alaskan cruise where they saw all five kinds of bears there. They were educated by the cruise on the sizes and the dangerous factor of all five kinds. The fact that there is five kinds is leaving me a little wondering what other kinds we gotta look for.
Unless they're considering a spirit bear as a the fifth kind.
Well, I think like
Brown bear,
red
black bear,
pandas or
grizzly bear,
something are
polar bear.
actually like a bear. There's some kind of weird animal that doesn't give you bear vibes, but it's a bear. And then I don't think that even panda bears are bears. So I think I think the other two are kind of weird random things. But I think Jackie's gonna tell us.
Oh, Natalie did some research on polar bears.
Weight-wise, polar bears are king. But a shoulder height, they're about the same. Okay, well, that's good. Now we know. Like, look how educational these things are. Okay, check out the cute little words for this. And I think, like, most of us, not everybody, but lots of us do some birthday scrapping from time to time. And yeah, like, whether you like doing birthday pages or not.
Well, if you didn't like that balloon sticker, you now have a whole sheet of it.
I like the idea. Like the concept looks really pretty. But the letters, I will say. Plus, this is a cream background. So for anybody that's thinking like, geez, the camera's not very bright. No, it's the paper. It's cream. I'm judging. And then we got like a nice like grid on the back. I like this yellow. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't say I love the color. The shade is not my perfect yellow, but I love this design. I love this texture they added to it. It's like stripes, but they feel very beachy. I would say beachy stripes. Would you call that beachy?
Yeah, well, it's kind of like a dry brush painting technique, I would say.
Okay, so Beth says they've determined that pandas are bears. Cool. Oh, Beth's here. Well, you would know, but not koalas, obviously.
No, they're marsupials. They have pockets, right?
Yeah. Their pockets are upside down or something. No, maybe that's sloth, something, One of them has an upside down pocket and it does not work the way you would think. People still say koala bear a lot. Yeah, I grew up with it. It's hard to break.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, cute little party hats. There's like a little music in there because, that's like the one time everybody sings
Badly.
badly. Um, yeah, and then are these just supposed to be fun dots? Like, or are they supposed to represent something? They almost, for a second, they gave me coffee bean vibes, but then they're not. But then
Yeah,
also, it reminded me of the beachy theme. I'm like, look, we've got the beachy stripes, we've got the pebbles.
that could work.
Where is your brain, Alice? At the beach. It's a birthday kit.
Well,
Oh,
maybe it's confetti or something.
yeah, I guess. It's nice. It's nice. It's like subtle and nice. And I love this polka dot on the back. Gosh, yeah, that's a great polka dot. I love that they like committed and gave us a nice big dot. We don't always get that. And then we've got two sheets of the blue Cartabella paper that matches it. Yeah, so you can see it's matching in perfectly. And then in addition to that, we have all the fun in our add-on embellishment kit of the little pieces. Yeah. They separate subspecies of Alaskan brown grizzlies and Kodiaks, and then there are black and polar. Okay, okay, okay. I could see that.
Kodiak, that was the one
Yeah.
I was
Once you're
thinking.
looking at like the big bears and you see a little black bear, you're like, oh, it's a little black bear. But like any normal day, you're like, black bears are big.
I still wouldn't want to meet a cute little black bear on the trail. So these are cool. I like how some of them are frames.
Yeah. And then you can like pop them out of the frame and use both pieces. This one says birthday candles, but it's like a little tent, but the bottom does kind of look like birthday candles on it. So I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm not quite sure
what that
about
is.
that one. I have that one too.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, it's birthday stuff. It's good. Lots of little pieces to kind of make little clusters with. Plus, you get the whole sticker sheet. So really fun. It is a nice, calm color palette. And it doesn't feel like it's boy or girl. It's like versatile. Okay, that's a fun one. Happy birthday. We just celebrated Joe's birthday, and oh my goodness, that made me feel old. I think when your oldest child gets older, it makes you feel older. And when your baby child gets older, it's like, oh my God, where did the time go? Because that's kind of how I've been feeling. Like, where did the time go? Okay, next up, this one is Echo Park Bookish. So that should be fun,
We always like a book paper.
right? I have read one whole book this year. I'm not doing that well on my book checklist, but
Oh,
one whole book.
I'm on my third already.
Oh, see, you're doing better than me. That's okay. I'll get there. I like the florals. I think they're nice. They're just a nice floral.
Yeah, it's pretty.
This feels wallpapery, but cute, subtle, nice background. There we go. Gotta have a bookshelf. Appreciate that they've got some reading glasses on the shelf. They've picked some hardier plants that don't have to be watered too often. I like the vibe. The ones that I won't easily kill. So there's some candles on there, and they're putting those awfully close to books. I have concerns.
There's candles. Oh, there are candles. I missed that.
They're electric candles. They're battery operated. It's
Oh,
okay.
well,
There we
perfect.
go.
Thank you. Much safer. I still have my candles out from my Christmas stuff because I was like, oh, I could just leave the candles out for a while. And they're all set on timers. So every night, all these candles go on and my room feels all glowy. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I left these. This is awesome.
Cool.
A nice little floral, just like a little ditzy floral. And then we've got a little vine. And on the back of that, yeah, one of these papers with like, it almost feels like notebook paper, but not notebook paper, but they've got the line on the side, so it feels like ledger paper, right? But little florals, that's nice. Two sheets of some white cardstock, and then all the fun stuff. Jen says, I just got the entire bookish collection from Echo Park. It's great stuff.
Yeah, I like this collection.
Well, it's fairly soft and neutral, so that, you can just do whatever you need to do. But there's still like, there's still some colors that have enough saturation that it doesn't feel like you have to be playing with pastels, right? Okay, so in this collection, we've got a third pack of tags and frames, a variety, and a row of the Echo Park brads. They call them brads, but they're enamel dots. So
They're calling
I
those
have,
brads, really?
think so. Well, they're enamel dots anyways.
They are
And
definitely not brads.
yeah, I agree. Um, yeah, there's no such thing as too many books, just not enough shelves, right?
I like this one. I have no shelf control.
And I've got the hashtag shelfie, so appropriate for my little show today.
This one, I'm in my Kindle era. I will not use. I'll have to find a different way of using that.
You haven't got there yet, right?
Nope.
Me neither.
I like paper.
I I have a hard time. I just maybe because I don't have a Kindle yet. So um
Allison, you can keep it for a page about kindness and just take the Ellie off or put a sticker over top of it because you're always in your kind era.
Oh, there you go.
there we go.
This
That
is why
came
we have all
fast,
these people watching that can help us find ways
right?
to use these things.
Natalie's very good with word things too, I will tell
Yeah.
you.
She's our wordsmith.
Special talent. Pretty sure she was the one who named our Abby Load. I was like, how did I miss that?
And
Opportunity was
then
right there. Okay,
we haven't
and
talked
one,
about the 12 by 12 yet, honey.
oh
We haven't talked
gosh.
about the sticker sheet.
Right, I'm packing it all away, but we have the full sheet in our bonus kit. So in the add-on embellishment kit, which is optional, but is it really? Look at all the fun stuff I get. So I have the full-on sticker sheet. Oh, I like this plot twist. Like that doesn't even have to be book related, right? That's just life.
I love the border sticker.
Oh, yes. Brilliant. Brilliant. Like good job. Like who designed that? Well done. Thank you. The little rainbow book opening. Cute. You got a TBR for the girls on your to be read list, your book lover. It's got a book nerd one. Love it. That's really cute. It's even got some headphones for, the ones that like do the audio books, because those are real books. I will argue this. I think Amy was agreeing with me. She's like, yes, thank you. That's a hill I'll die on too. Oh, reading rainbows back. So that would be fab with the opening with the rainbow. There you
Hmm.
go. Okay, and finally, the fourth little mini kit that we have here, Simple Stories Take Note. Oh, I really want to look at the embellishments. I'm going to set those aside. Definitely read books, and it counts as reading. Oh, and the Muppet Show. I want to talk about the Muppet Show, but if you've heard Kermit the Frog lately, why? Why would they do that? Like, just why? Please, why? And if you haven't heard, cover your ears. Like, just saying. Anyways, oh, so it did
The
start
Simple
already
Story
this.
seems to have embraced this motif because this is like second or third one I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Do you like it?
Ah,
I know, I feel the same way. It's like, it's not bad, but it's not like something I love.
right.
And I think part of it is that like it's not like a ray, it's kind of like almost a ray and then they fell off. I forgot what they were doing.
Yeah.
Natalie, perhaps he had nodes. Oh, that's a reference. So I like this paper on the back better, actually.
Oh yeah, I would definitely use that side.
Like this would be fine if you cut it in strips, actually. If it was just used as strips, it'd be cute. It'd be fine. Um, this floral is not my favorite. I'm just gonna say it. It's not my favorite.
I don't mind it,
This is
but I
Simple
have a feeling the
Stories.
backside's going to be better.
Yeah. Something about these black flowers in there or something. I don't know. It's like, did they forget to finish coloring it?
No, it's a design choice.
It's okay. Uh, yeah, I would use this side probably more than the other side. That other one, small doses, right? Like if I was matting a photo,
Hmm.
that's pretty small doses. On this one, we've got like just like words, but they're almost impossible to read. I'm sure somebody could read it, but not me. But anyways, there's some words kind of stuff, but it's background, monochromatic. And then here we have some butterflies.
See, I don't mind this style here in like small amounts, but the big ray,
Hmm. I
like
look
it's the
at
same
this.
sort of.
I find it hard to actually like on the camera because I'm looking with perspective. I can see the butterflies better, but in front of me in person at this close range, they don't even almost look like butterflies. Okay,
I
this,
think the scale should be smaller on the butterflies in order to work better to appreciate it in person. It works on the camera though.
yeah, on
Like
camera,
the
like
scale of the patterns, yeah, probably.
Yeah, if they shrunk the scale down further, it would be better, I think.
I agree. Yeah, I look at this and
So
I'm
we
like,
have notes for Simple Stories Take Note Collection.
Well, that's full
shockingly, Alice
circle.
has opinions. Like, yeah, I don't know. This is not my favorite. Some maybe somebody loved it, you know. They just somebody designed it and thought, "Oh, this will be great." Black paper to go with, and then here we go. This I like. We got some pieces in here. We've got assorted bits and pieces, some foam stickers, and three adhesive brads. So
You know,
I
these
got
are
I got
Brad like
little
the other ones. I think it was a typo.
that could be. So like enamel dots. Yeah, it
Oh,
could just
look,
be.
I have a paper clip that I'll never use.
These are my 3D. Oh, really? Paper clips are good. Um, just a little note. I got the camera. There's a little floral. There's a cute little arrow that'll get used
I
right
have one of
away.
those arrows too. I also have a bird.
Ah,
I don't
The
do
bird
birds.
would be like a little birdie told me, like a note sort of thing, or a note that they sing.
Yeah, maybe I just don't like birds.
oh, I got
I
a
don't do
bird.
birds.
It's not the
Butterflies,
prettiest.
yes. Birds, no.
It's not the prettiest bird ever.
You
Let's just
got
say.
two.
I know. Like, what is with that?
I don't know.
You got two birds.
They obviously didn't realize who their target audience was.
Right?
This one single little butterfly is good. I like it.
Well, I have one of the chipboard butterflies, so that's okay.
Even your house, Alice, has the rays on it.
It does. It's actually a little weird looking. I was just gonna say, what do you
It
guys
is.
think of that? It has a
Oh,
hole
maybe
punched
it's a
through it.
pencil. You could use it as a pencil almost on its side. I don't know. Like,
Fun.
I don't know. It's kind of
What's
weird.
with the hole in it?
It's for a tag.
Like a yeah.
Oh, to do like a tag. I think these little windows pop out actually.
Oh, that's cute. Or you could cut them out, but that's fussy cutting, and I know that that doesn't
No, 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 they
get
pop right out. They're pre-scored. They're
fun.
scored to pop out. So then you can have like little window holes.
You could tie some ribbon through there, Alice.
I could. Maybe I'd like that better. Yeah. Anyways, I like the embellishments actually more. Like, is that bad? Is that funny? But I liked the backs of all the papers, but I was like their main bold pattern stuff on this one was a miss for me. You know, watch, I'll end up choosing to use it. You can all laugh at me when I do that. 'Cause I haven't chosen. I just know that there was good choices in here. It's like, oh yeah, that'll work. But the backs of any of them, plus these little pieces I do like a lot. So okay, Allison's already ready with the next little kit. Now, this is fun. I just recently used one of these little kits. So, one thing that Simple Stories does is they make these simple pages. Now, this is in our bonus. our bonus kit. So you get a page pieces. Um, and they have all of the little pieces, so you can make a little quick, simple page. That's kind of the little pre-plan that they give you for it. Obviously, you're free to do your own thing, but I actually just recently pulled out one of the ones that I had. Oh shoot, where'd it go? Uh, no, I was showing my friend the other day. I must have hid it away. I was gonna say I just did one. Oh, I took a picture of it. Where would I have put it? Maybe I just
Bye,
posted it in
Natalie.
the album. Okay, well, this is my little book thing I'm doing. So that one right there with the thing, I used just the embellishments and then I picked my own papers and did my own thing. But it was really cute and it was just like it was really fast. I'll tell you, like that was a fast page. So these little kits are pretty fun. I have all the same ones that you do, so you talk and then you can show the people stuff and I won't even take them open.
Well, they're all, I mean, I like the typewriters. Let's go old school.
Mhm.
But I think like I understand the concept of these, but I would never make that page or those pages that they're showing. So we'll
I
just
didn't
use them
either.
in our own way.
I didn't. I used it in my own way, but I still found it helpful to kind of have that starting point, maybe. Like, I don't know if that's what it was. And I didn't use all the pieces, so I still have some of them. And I looked at them, I'm like, would I even use these ones? There was a couple that I would. So this was the kit that I had used the other day. Oh, I bought it when we were down in Portland. It's got a Portland sticker on it. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're interesting, but and if you want something simple to do once in a while, having that to just pull out and be like, ta-da, done. Entras por la línea. I don't the starting point for something. I'm working on Spanish, but I'm not very good yet. I'm trying. Okay, so we have four kids, and I have pictures. Where's my pictures? So one, we also have a load challenge going on. So I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna take off your thing for just a second, okay, Allison? Can I take that off for a second so I can show the load thing? Oh no, I don't have to. I can just put this on Spotlight. Um, sorry, the so we have a prompt for today, and I will just screen share it. That's gonna be the easiest. Okay, so you can see this, right? So today is day 7 of our load challenge, inspired by the Princess Bride. It is our As You Wish challenge. So today was all about the Cliffs of Insanity. And Wallace Shawn, the actor who plays Vizzini, he had an incredible fear of heights. And so when they were rappelling up the cliff, Shawn was about to pass out. And as they started ascending, Andre the Giant put his hand kind of onto, I think I've heard varying versions on his head and onto his back where he patted him. So head, back, I'm not sure. He definitely put his hand on somebody's, definitely onto Robin Wright's head at one point, which she like spoke of fondly. So like in a very sweet way. Um, but anyways, he petted him in a way and said, "Don't worry, I'll take care of you." And then Wallace Shawn was able to do the scene without too much trouble. Obviously, there was still fear there. And so we're asking today, what is something that you find comforting? And for technique, to use a calming and peaceful colors and designs in a muted color palette. And it was so funny that this was the prompt for today because I would say that every single one of these kits could be used for a muted color palette.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of fun. And what I have chosen is to feature my snuggle time with my snuggle puppagus, which is what I nicknamed him. And Yeah, so I've got a couple pictures of us snuggling together, and I thought that I would do a little bit of a take. I could have printed in more pictures, but I didn't. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a take off of their sketch. I think I'll start with the sketch and then we'll see what happens from there. Like as normal, I will do my own thing. But that's kind of my start. There is a really cute cut file, especially if you need a birthday cut file. I would really like to cut that one out because that would be perfect. Like I said, we just celebrated Joe's birthday. Anyways, that was that. What are you gonna do?
Well, I did a little bit of pre-planning, and yes, I sneaked a peek quite a while ago at the kit. This I made during our January scrap school, where I stamped the top
Yeah.
and the bottom. Obviously, not tickets like we did in scrap school. I had I knew this was in the kit, and I knew it belonged to the bookish kit, mini kit.
Mhm.
So I tried to pull ink colors from there. So if anyone is curious, because I feel like I did a pretty good job of matching ink.
Ooh. Are these
I have
distressed?
Wild Honey. These are all oxide colors. I assume the regular distress would be about the same. Wild Honey, Tumbled Glass, Gathered Twigs, Peeled Paint, and Lumberjack Plaid. And I used those to stamp my border. I have a stamp set from a 3-room studio that's like pretty old. So I just used a couple of the little ones to fill in. And then I had this circular one from Vicky Booten. So I just kind of went nuts with that. And then this is a really old Simon Says stamp card kit. And so I used some of the circles in this as well.
Okay, what was
And
the
created
last
my little
color that you
border.
said? Because I was like writing these down. I'm like, if you've gone and hunted them for them all for me already. Okay, tell me the colors again.
Okay, Wild Honey,
Okay.
Tumbled Glass,
Mm-hmm.
Peeled Paint,
Mm-hmm.
Lumberjack Plaid,
Okay.
and Gathered Twigs.
Okay, that was the one I missed. Okay, I'm just gonna put that in with my kit right now, and that way I'll have it pre-matched, color
There you
matched.
go. Perfect. So my plan is to create a page that honestly won't get finished until even like January of next year. And this is going to be like the books I've read this year.
Oh, that's great.
And I have a little post-it note that I've started writing down the ones that I've read, and I can just put it with this pre-made kind of background and add to it as I finish books.
And so how are you putting the books on? Like,
Well, I think I will do like I'll take either I will physically take photos of my books or I will find an image online of the front cover and then I will just print them really small.
mhm,
And when Sarah did this class, she said this was kind of like the start of one of her railroad track go-to design.
mhm.
So I thought that could be kind of fun with like rows of books, kind
Great.
of like books on a shelf.
Yeah, bookshelf.
So yeah.
Like, you know, when you go to the library, like they set some out cover out, right? So that you're like, ooh, what is that? I always feel like you're not supposed to take those, but actually like they put them like that so you will take them. But
Yeah.
but but anyways, it always feels like, oh, I'm not supposed to take their display. They like they chose to put that out there. Um, but
And so
yeah.
that this probably won't take me that long to set up little like the railroad tracks. So I also have pulled out the birthday set and I've got some card blanks ready to go. And I thought it would be fun to take some scrapbooking papers and stickers and make birthday cards.
Oh yeah. And like super useful because
Right. We all need birthday cards.
you're gonna need
I
those.
am entering birthday season. So
My one friend, she she had 5 kids and 4 of them were born in February.
yeah. Well, for me
Since
it's
then
February, March,
she
April, May.
yeah, her husband had passed away and then she ended up getting married again and now she has 2 more kids and then he had 3 kids. So there's like 10 kids involved and some of his kids are also born in February. So
Oh my
it is
goodness.
like a crazy birthday month at their house. But Yeah, so I was looking for something that was going to be calm and peaceful. And I do like this book lover one, and I do sit and read and stuff with Bo because I've got these cute little pictures of the little Bo. Oh my goodness, he's my little snuggle buddy. So I like the book one a lot. I also really liked the back sides of that one kit that I wasn't going to choose. And I think the snowflake one is just more color than I kind of wanted to do. Although the offsides of these ones are good too. They're just not quite as soft. So I think I'll save those for some actual like wintry pics. Because, we definitely had some of that. I'll keep birthday for birthday stuff because that's a real thing around here. And I'm undecided between these two. Let me look at the papers again. That should help. Look at what's on both sides. Yeah, that's very muted. It fits. And this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. It's good. I'll save the book ones for some book stuff since I'm doing more stuff. And I'm gonna use the one that I criticized the most. So there you go, you guys. Like, you can
Oh,
criticize it the most and it can still be your best choice sometimes. But I liked the embellishments a lot, so that helped. And honestly, like with these papers, how can I not just love that anyways? So it's good. Okay, so we're finally scrapbooking. Took us a little longer than sometimes to get to this point today because there was so many extra things to share. But hopefully we have a bunch of people making their load layouts today. I see some busy people, hopefully creating their pages. So that's super fun. Oh, my trimmer. Oh yeah, I did make it back. It's like my trimmer might not made it back. When my friend comes over, we go around to the other side since this is like my big station for filming and everything. And then I just spend the whole day running around and grabbing things from this side of the counter. Uh, cute little doggy. Oh my goodness. I didn't have a shortage of selfies to consider using, let's just say. There wasn't a shortage. However, some of them I really, really look like I'm in my pajamas. And I was like, maybe that straight out of bed with hair like all over the place, looking like I just woke up isn't what I'm gonna do. So
is that your usual cuddle time? Is first thing in the morning?
I try. So there's two things I like to do first thing in the morning is actually do something active. Like, so I've been really working on trying to get onto my treadmill just for walking or sometimes yoga. I'll switch it up. I usually do a little bit of stretching after I do the stuff on the treadmill. So, when I do I said do. Um I'm a small child, you guys. So, uh when I do choose to do the walking, I kind of get a two for one, so that's always good. But I definitely also like to just go straight to coffee and snuggle time. So it kind of depends on whether Bo is here or not because he doesn't live here. He's not actually my dog. He is Joe's dog. So if Joe has to work in the morning and he brings him over first thing in the morning when he goes to work, then great. Then I get to choose snuggle time. But if not, then I have to consider being a responsible adult. So that's the difference.
Adulting is highly overrated.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't like this floral, but I thought that seeing a little bit behind photos would be cute. So I'm keeping that idea in mind here. Oh, and the soft muted color palette. So I'm already winning. I'm already getting the technique part of this prompt in. Look at me go. Just picking the right papers. Step one. The people of Walmart clothing. Yeah. Oh, I have no problem sitting around in my pajamas. And I will say that my best friends that we Snapchat, they see more of that than they should do from me. They're like, "Oh, but no, it's good." My four of the five of us are on Snapchat, so we're always getting on the case of the fifth girl and be like, "How come you're not on Snapchat? Come on, join this old lady." So we actually have a group chat in our Snapchat that we call the old lady snappers.
I agree. Wearing pajamas and slippers out in public is weird.
Hmm.
However, I think Walmart in general is a place where you find just weird outfits.
Yes. Mm.
I think people that go to Walmart forget that they're out in public. I don't know.
April says we don't have that many clothes for cold weather because it doesn't get cold here. People were mentioning how Houston in the cold storm, everyone had to wear their pajamas because that's the warmest stuff we have. Right? Like, you do what you gotta do. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I think I'm gonna mat those in black together first. Oh, but I was thinking of doing the thing. Yeah, let's do that thing. Okay, how big do I need this then? I need it that by that, and then we make it bigger. Oh boy. There we go. Yeah.
I'm with
No.
you, April. Once I'm in my pajamas, that's it. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, I don't worry about sending like unflattering photos to my friends because like we've known each other since elementary school. So we've all seen all the stages of life. They were there during the awkward teenage years. They they've seen my even more awkward early 20s. Like so. Oh, I wanted to cut this bigger. Why did I cut it so little? More talking than paying attention. That's might have been what happened here. What? No, so I'm curious actually because like we've been together for so long. Uh we grew up in a small town, right? So I literally went from kindergarten all the way through school with this some of the girls. Like the one she didn't move to our town until grade 8, so I've known her since then. Um the one I think she wasn't in my grade until grade 2, and the one moved to my school in grade like 6 or something. So, but like forever, right? Right? By that time, you've known them forever.
Yeah, I think that's really neat. I have a couple of friends that I've known since we moved to Prince George in grade 4, and those are my oldest friends. Before that, I used to stay in contact with a friend that I had from primary school,
Mhm.
um, but we sort of lost contact in the early 90s. I think she moved well, actually no, her parents moved house, and I didn't get a forwarding address, and then that was kind of it. So Other than that, my oldest friends go back to grade 4.
Well, that's still pretty good. Grade 4.
Well, it definitely impacted how my husband and I kind of wanted to raise our kids. And both of us moved around a lot as kids. And so we were like, we'd really like to give our kids a um, stable life, stable environment,
Right.
same house would be fantastic. And we did move house with the 2 older ones, but my youngest, I mean, this is the only house she's ever known. So
Hmm. Yeah. Like we've technically been in 4 houses, but like we moved into the house we were in previous to this one when Ryan was 4 months old. So they were very, very little when we were in the other ones. So they've really only grown up in the 2 houses. And we've been in this one, I think this year is gonna be 18 years. I can't believe it because we built this house and it's brand new and it's still brand new in my head. But also we've lived here now for 18 years and at Easter time. So there's that. So the math is it's like when you think about the 80s and then you realize how many years ago that was and you're like, but it wasn't that long ago.
we don't like to talk about how long ago the 80s actually were.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. Oh, you know what? I found a good use for those butterflies.
Exactly. The 80s were 20 years ago, and that will forever be my stance. They're 20 years ago. Shush.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll be right back.
Never mind that I have a child turning 22 in a few weeks, which is just kind of blowing my mind a little bit. Yeah, April, it just sneaks up on you, doesn't it? And then suddenly you're like, wait, but I'm only 20. How do I have a 22-year-old? I mean, clearly I'm not 20, but yeah.
Back.
I sometimes think about that. Like, my husband will be 56 in May. And I think, like, what do his parents think that they've got these, like, and like his sister's in her 50s now. Like, that must be so weird for parents to have 50-year-old kids. Like, I'm still in denial that I'm 50, but you know, age is weird.
It
Time is
is.
weird.
Well, and okay, so you've turned 50 now. I just turned 48 in the fall. So, like, I'm definitely feeling like, oh my God, that's a big number. But like on the inside, I'm not a grown up yet in so many ways.
I know. I keep thinking, oh, I should be that when I grow up. Oh, wait.
Yes, thank you. Because it's just like, and I feel like that feels kind of like a silly thing to think, but also I can't stop thinking it. So,
Oh, I'm there with you.
like, if I was a grown up, I would do this thing. It's like, technically, you are. You have, and like, I think at different ages, you realize your autonomy in different times. And I've definitely been feeling this whole sense of autonomy. Like you can just go out in the world and do things. And I've had that realization at different times, but it's been hitting me again. And I'm like, why now? Like I
Well,
could
I
just
think
choose to
I think
go
it
and
makes
do this
sense
thing.
actually because you've just married off your youngest, and I think that is a natural sort of change in life where you are even less tied to your home and tied to your kids. Like, he's making his own family now, right? So yeah, I think that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Uh, watch The Little Mermaid. If you're like, Triton makes a lot of sense. Congrats, you're a grown up. Thank you, Marcy. Not a realization I wanted to have. I now agree with the grown-ups on the shows. Well, honestly, I saw a thing and it was about Ursula, and I was like, damn, like she really got a bum rap. Like, why were they so mean to her? Like, if you kind of know the backstory of how she kind of got like banished or whatever, I saw something that was about this, and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of horrible. Like, I'm feeling bad for the villain. But like Maleficent kind of made you do the same thing, right? You kind of felt bad for the for the bad guy. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and April says that I've come to realize that nobody ever feels like a grown up, at least I never will. Yeah.
Yes, an adultier adult. I'm always looking for an adultier adult. Can someone else take this responsibility, please? No, it's on me. Ah, shoot.
Isn't there a real grown up here that could handle this? Okay, is this gonna be enough thing to... Oh, did I do it wrong? Yep, I sure did. Brilliant. I have cut two things wrong today, you guys.
Uh-oh.
This one might have been a critical error, but it's the kind of error where I have to go shopping for some more paper. Oh boy. Yeah.
Donna's got the right idea. Jazzercising. Keep yourself young. You are correct.
Okay. Well, it's a very small border for what I'm doing, but I like...
Eyeball a straight line, right?
uh April says I will forever think of myself as 27. Marcy said, I've always loved Maleficent. She rules. The colors, the fire breathing, like, whoa. I have to say, like, my favorite, like, prior to The Little Mermaid, which captivated my heart, because, like, the music is amazing. And who didn't want to sing part of your world? Like, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Yeah, it's like she's got my hoarder heart. The girl is like a hoarder just like me. Anyways, but um I just think that Sleeping Beauty is like the prettiest Disney movie. Like the backgrounds in Sleeping Beauty are incredible. And then I found out later it's like all hand painted and they did all the and it's just like you can see it. You can see like all that work was worth it. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Where did the tape go? Oh, I wonder if that's on the other side of my desk. Oh no, it's here. Um, yeah, Donna says, y'all have be 65 this year, been jazzercising for 39 years. So keeps me young and keeps my MS doing well. April says I'm 55. Do you notice how we're actually just like saying how old we are and like we don't care about it? Like we've passed that point where that matters. Well, maybe not everybody, but like, if you're not there, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, I'm seeing a trend here. It's like I'm this old. And like I earned that. I got here. So that's where I'm at with that. And April says I resumed yoga today. Gosh, yay. It's better never to stop. Now I have to build up from the beginning again. Yeah, but okay, so I saw this sciencey thing the other day. She's giving me credit for getting her into yoga. Um, I saw this sciencey thing the other day, and it says that they did tests on people. They trained for 20 weeks to build up this muscle, and it actually creates this little thing that like lives within your muscles. I can't remember what it was called. I could find the guy if anybody really wants to know the sciencey bit. But it creates this thing. And so then they made people stop until they had lost all of their muscle. Like all the stuff that they built, they made it all go away. And then they had people start training again to get back to where they were. And because once you've done that training, you've built this thing into your muscles, the bounce back rate was way higher. So, what took them 20 weeks to build the first time took them 8 weeks to build the second time.
Is that
And
why they call it muscle memory?
I guess, right? Like, I think that's kind of different because it's like you've trained yourself to be able to do an action.
Yeah.
But I think this is the true muscle memory. It's like that memory, like, hey, I know how to be strong. I know how to be big, like, or like to like get tough, right? Like I know how to do that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I thought that was very fascinating. It's a creator that I have followed for a while on Instagram, and every time I see one of his videos, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to save this. That's so fascinating. Like one of my favorite fitness creators. And like the guy is like a guy. Like he's like the big muscle man, but like in a very not yet creepy way, right? Like how like there's that line that they cross and it's like I did this using what nature gave me versus I had enhancements. Like, and yeah, I don't know. I very interesting.
I just realized we've gone past the first hour, so we should do our draw.
Oh, we should. That's a very good idea. There's a good reason that you should join me on all of these lives. So we'll pull up a random number generator and we'll do our draw. Random number generator. Let's see. Ooh, we got 37 in the house, but three of those are me and Allison. So I am one and she's got two cameras on. Uh, so yeah, so it's out of 34. And I will hit generate. Oh, here we are on a screen here. Generate 26. Whoa, gotta do some counting today. 7, 8, 9, 10, 23, 24,
April, this is the bookish collection from Echo Park.
26. 26. It just says Q. It just says Q. So Q, let me send you um yeah, how can I oh there. Uh I want you to send me a message at alice@scraphappy.org so that you can claim your prize. And congratulations to Q. And if you want to give us any information, that's great. But you'll have to send me the information to get your prize. So the prize is donated by the Scrap Room. You will get all four of the mini kits that we unveiled here today. So you will get this awesome one from Bella Boulevard. You will get the birthday one from Cartabella. You will get the bookish one from Echo Park, and the one that I'm playing with right now from Simple Stories as well. You don't get the add-on embellishments, but you will get the rest. So hopefully you can post something in the comments so we know that you have seen the chat. Hold on, I gotta go back to everyone. So let me know, because when I don't have a name in there, then and you haven't commented that I can see. So pop something in the comments so that we know that you won. If not, we'll have to draw another one, but you'll have until a little bit later here for us to do that. So let me know that you're here. Let me know that you heard this. Let me know that you won, okay? Because I don't have information about you. So yeah. So let me know. Congratulations. You will get the kit. It is such a fabulous way to sit down and create and have a lot of fun. And I appreciate the scrap room. So if you have not had a scrap room kit, I'm gonna just like go face to face here for a second. Let me do that. If you have not yet tried a scrap room kit, I love them. They are doing a really hard job because there are fewer and fewer kits out there for them to find. But the way they curate the kits, they put together something that is so easy to create with. And then in addition to curating the kits and releasing like all four of them little mini kits that come in a flavors of the month. So that's what we have is a flavors of the month kit. In addition to that, they have a double shot kit where you can get kits that are twice as big. They have add-on embellishments like we've shown. We get on the add-on embellishment kit. You can add extra cardstock to your kits. There are just so many different options so that you can curate your experience with them to you. You can sign up to get your kit every single month, or you can just buy a one-off kit. So check out the Scrap Room at scrap-room.com. We buy our own kits, and then they give away the free kit. They sponsor that. So big shout out to our sponsor. And if you happen to go there and get a kit, let them know that we sent you over there so that they know. We don't have any kind of affiliate thing, but I'm sure they would love to know that by contributing to this that they do see this. Jennifer says these look like beautiful kits. They're absolutely
Mhm.
beautiful. Just the way that they've curated it. Like obviously the companies out there are making all these fabulous products, but putting it together, creating kits. Like I don't know about you, but when I go to a scrapbook store, I have a tendency to overbuy too many supplies in one single kit because I fall in love with the kit and then I buy a whole bunch of it. But when I sit down and scrap, I don't necessarily need 12 different papers from one collection. And sometimes papers, they have like 24 papers, and then it's like a real dilemma. And it's like, oh my gosh, but I love Vicky Bouton papers, or I love this other like 49 and Market, or Simple Stories. Like, I love the collection so much that it's just like, I'll get more of it. But then I realistically won't use that much. And I think that's a knowing myself problem. Like, but I don't know any other scrapbookers that have ever had an abundance of supplies. Like, I'm not calling it hoarding. I'm not calling anybody out on this. Not at all. I'm just saying, like, many of us have a few things in our stash, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, Alice. I have nothing in my stash.
So, so yeah, the curation of these kits gives me a very manageable snapshot of what these collections is, and some of them I do go out and buy more of because it's just like, okay, no, I really do love this and I need to do some more stuff with it. But I love getting the pieces of it that we do. They were using photoplay papers before, and now that's not going to be a thing anymore. So their job just got harder, right? And so if you like what you've seen, like in addition, they're supporting all of this by giving you ideas, right? Like um we have they have a monthly sketch. They have their freaky fast formula to help you like make some pieces and put together something quickly. They do a cut file, an exclusive cut file So there's a lot that goes into what they're creating. They have a whole creative team that posts ideas. So you can look at exactly the supplies that you have and get some fabulous ideas for it. So just saying, it's pretty great. It's pretty awesome. And I encourage everybody to check them out at scrap-room.com. Okay. That's like my unpaid for like love. I'm just spreading the love. Like they've sponsored prizes for us for quite some time, which is a joy to give out, and they're so easy to work with. Yeah. April says, good point. If I have to choose what bits of a pack to buy, I will buy way too much. Removing that decision making is a plus. And like I never feel that when I'm scrapbooking, then I don't have enough of this stuff. Like I have plenty. So um, and then, I have a room filled with more plenty, so if I really need to add something, I guarantee I already have it. Oh, Allison, that is looking so cute. How did you have enough sticker for that?
What's that?
How did you have enough, like, of that bookcase sticker?
Oh, that's from the paper.
Oh,
That's the sticker, and these are from the paper sheet.
okay. Oh, okay, that's brilliant. Okay. Because, like, I'm not paying attention as I'm, like, also creating them, so I didn't see what you did there. Sneaky, sneaky.
I think these are going to be too big to go on.
It's Yeah, I appreciate that curation, right, of the kits because like with anything, it's like that curation, like if you're looking at like a room, the way that they've pulled different pieces together to bring a room and make it all look layered and beautiful, like that's an artwork. Like, and then curating a wardrobe that is like filled with pieces that actually go together. Oh my goodness, you guys. You guys know how I like the A side patterns. You should have seen my wardrobe at one time. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it other than the fact that nothing went together because all I had was A sides. I was always drawn to that A side paper vibe. And then my clothes didn't go together because I didn't have any of the basics. So there was like no B side clothing. And I'm like, oh my goodness. It's a little more well-rounded now. Oh, you know what I'm feeling? I feel like I should have like made rounded corners on this. Beth says I've never thought of A side, B side applying to clothes. I think it's the easiest way to translate. If you're a scrapbooker, I think it's the easiest way to translate it in my head to what we like to what we're doing, right? So, yeah, there you go. Alice's little class crazy content of the day. Oh, that did not, I did not get that in there right. Better. Yeah, I love the wild patterns, but then I just didn't have like the basics to go with, and now my wardrobe's a little more muted than it used to be in some ways, but I still have the things that give me the fun vibes, so it's all good. Um, yeah. I think there's a lot of ways that the design that we learn for scrapbooking and vice versa, the like design that we learn for other stuff really translates into things. A couple years ago during one of the Scrap Smarter experiences that we hosted, I had a teacher, Claudia Azucar White. Uh, she did a class based on colors and patterns, and she did like a really fun project with us um, inside a little journal. But the way she talked about color and patterns and stuff was really interesting because she kind of, instead of doing like the quart pint ounce, which seen before and stuff, she talked about it in gardening terms and she kind of related the gardening to the scrapbooking. And not only did I love how it applied to the scrapbooking, but I think it made me a better gardener. Just actually thinking about things in that terms, right? Like the way you want to introduce different plants, textures, colors into what you're doing. So yeah, really it's so fun to bring people together.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this one there. Got my little sticky note. And then I'm gonna start making some birthday cards.
Okay, well, that is so cute. You gotta show it off first a little bit more.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take the sticky note off. I'm like shocked, pleasantly surprised how well those colors of my inking work with the colors in this collection.
Absolutely fantastic. So you have to add that to our scrap school class, by the way. Like in the chat for it,
Oh, sure.
like
Yeah, I
during the
can do that.
comments. I know it's like not like done the way you're gonna have it done, but it's not gonna be done for a year. So like so add it now so that we can have a look. And that way somebody else will be like, "Hey Allison, have you updated your book page?"
Yeah, you got to keep me accountable.
There. Oh, almost there. I apparently only did three corners. I'm doing a page about snuggling. I wanted to make it like a little more snuggly. That's why I'm cutting all the corners off, which I think is a good idea. Make it more soft and cozy. I should go and see if I can find some kind of layer that's like a textury layer too, right? Something textural. So in this sketch, they have just like a little bit of like journaling right here. That's not enough journaling. Obviously, I could fill in more space. But I think what I'm actually going to do is put my journaling in two of the photo spots, which is why I did kind of plan for all four photo spots, but I'll plan to put journaling in two of them. I might put other paper on there so it's not so dark because we're going with a soft, more muted palette, right? Peaceful, comforting. Yeah. There we go.
From Calgary, April. April's talking about my color class, the one I did in Calgary.
Color Closet Reunion. I'd love a version I could rewatch or even a blog post recovering that content. Oh, yeah.
I redid it for like when I had the craft store, I redid it for like crafters. Probably got a PowerPoint somewhere. I'll have to find it. It might be on my old computer that, you know, is a little temperamental. that I really should just transfer all my files off of before I lose them all.
I know I have an old computer sitting here and I look at it and I'm like, what is on there? There's probably something. I guarantee there's like a file folder of photos that I'll be heartbroken to lose. And so I just leave it sitting there. But I'm like, at some point, that's going to be a problem. So, um, oh, April's like, Alice, I will remind you of your three-room studio stamp set. I have, okay, I had it out yesterday. I actually used it with my friend that was here.
Oh yeah, I'm still using my Mac, but I have my old computer is a PC, and I just need to like basically I need to upload everything to the cloud, and then I can pull it down on my Mac and deal with it. But I just haven't because there's other fun things to do besides adulting.
Yeah, so I couldn't tell you where that page is that I made, but the stamps that April was talking about were these ones from Three Room Studio. And I made like a whole border across the bottom of the page with these different images. So I made like a little scene and kind of layered things in behind each other. So there's this, oh, I should hold it the right way. That would be more helpful. So there's this girl and she's like reading kind of upside down on her chair. There's another one just sitting on the chair, and then there's a bookcase, and then you can put the little book stamps and there's different little things that you can stick onto the shelves as well as the books. And there's a pair of reading glasses. This one has like the little cozy blanket basket that you can have kind of next to your chair. And there's actually, I couldn't figure out what this was. And my friend was just like, that's a candle. And there's even like little things that you can color the candle in. I'm like, uh, but yeah, I had made this whole little scene for reading and it was so cute. Um, but yeah, that would kind of go with my little cozy time here. Um, yeah. I show you. Here, this was the little scene that I had made using the stamps, and you can see I masked some of them off. In the end, I decided to leave it black and white since like books are kind of like black and white, right? And I just created this whole like scene with the bookcase and the table and like all the little cozy stuff. And on the other side, there's things. So I don't know. It was like, oh, there I was able to get some of those images to go off of it. But yeah, it was super cute. Like a really fun little page, but went really well with reading. And I just shout out to Sandy from Three Room Studio. I met her at Creativation. She was like walking around at Creativation the one year, and she actually had a little like booth in a box. She had created this little 3D kind of like a diorama box and made it like about her dream of setting up a booth at Creativation because she was like, I'm way too little. This is like a future dream kind of thing for me, but I would so love to do it. And I met her and she was just like, when you meet a person and just know that they're a lovely person, right? Like she gave off like the loveliest person vibes in the whole world. I was just like, when you meet a person and you just kind of just like want to hug them because you just know like it's like how did this person get through this world and just be so lovely? Like I don't know, like I can't explain it any more than that, but she was just lovely. And yeah, she makes these little stamp sets. They're so adorable. Like this one is all the yes, wow, woohoo, congratulations, hooray. There's a heck yeah. Like there's all the things and it was just really her vibe. She made a set that was like office work kind of stuff. It had like the rolly office chair and some other like office supplies, so you could use that for scrapbooking or card making. She does card making. She does like the most beautiful coloring in the world, but um and she just has the sweetest voice. And she did this forklift one for doing kind of like these loads. And at one time I did drive forklift, so that was that one made its way to my collection. I haven't actually scrapbooked that yet, so that one's still to come, I guess. A little bit of this fuzzy paper. Yeah, I could easily add a pup on the lap, right?
Can I please ask a question?
Yeah, for sure.
Is there anybody that has a silhouette machine and a Mac computer that can help me? There was an update on both, and then you do the update, and now it doesn't work.
Oh gosh.
I've never set my silhouette up on my Mac, so I don't know.
I can tell you what I did. I bought a new silhouette, and between when it arrived and uh, between when I bought it, when it arrived, all of a sudden it started working again. So that was not necessarily helpful to you, but um, yeah, no, I had the same problem about a year ago, um, and now the new Mac update has got nothing working, so I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm still trying to figure it out. That was not helpful. Sorry.
So you're in the same uh
So it's helpful in
uh,
knowing that it's not just you, but also not helpful.
but this keeps happening, and I really need somebody to help me. And I paid to be in uh, somebody's, that helps you,
Hmm.
but then they send me a message and say that's a computer thing. I'm like, well, that's not helpful. Beth, I've rebooted my
What errors are you getting?
computer.
Is
Oh
it not able to
no,
find the machine at all?
no, I can't get it to. It just doesn't work. I don't know. I haven't tried it in so long, but I can't figure it out.
I'm gonna drop my
I want
email
it
in
to
the
work.
chat. Why don't you take a note and send it to me, and maybe we can work on our problems together.
Oh,
Okay, that sounds good.
that's
Thank you.
so sweet. I
I
love that.
appreciate it. I'm like, I was hopeful that
Scrapbookers coming together,
somebody out there. Yes,
right?
it's a shame to have it and not be able to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Marcy.
Does Silhouette not have a help desk or support
They're useless.
section? Okay. I
But
have a
good
Cricket,
idea
so
though.
we call Cricket whenever it goes wrong, or Jennifer Maker, she knows all about Cricket, so she usually helps too.
Well, I don't want to pay
Whenever they,
somebody again
yeah,
to
whenever
try
they
to get some help.
have updates, that usually happens, and a lot of times you just have to go online and see what people have done, and um, maybe reload the program or restart it or whatever, and then it works after a while.
No.
But yeah, they do all these things so you can keep buying new machines every time. So
I have a 5.
yes.
It wouldn't work with my 3. It wouldn't work with my 2.
Oh my goodness.
That's
So
super frustrating. I will tell you, I have a machine here, but
I know you do,
it
and you
has
just
been
haven't used it
it has
yet.
been years since it's like been turned on because like every time it's like this battle to figure it out and I'm just like, oh, no, it's okay. Like if Joe was here in my room and I'm like, I really want this thing, I could probably make him do it. But like that's literally me passing the book and being like, here, figure out the tech stuff. And he just has this natural ability to do stuff like that. But even he comes to problems and he's like, oh, like this isn't working the way it should, or it's supposed to do this thing, and this is should talk to the like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy that I have a printer that works. Like there's a reason that I'm yeah, the tech stuff is it's just not my wheelhouse, but okay, guys, I found this little stuff that I had. I picked this up when we were down in Portland in the Blick place. Like a bunch of us had like walked over to the Blick from the Powell's books. That was what it was called, right? Blick art. Anyways, I had picked up this little paper stuff. It looks like this. And I used them on a page recently, but I had put too much like Mod Podge kind of gluey stuff. And I glued down all the little edges. And I was like, oh, that was a huge mistake. Like it would have looked way better if I'd left all the edges soft. But yeah, now I've added some of it here and it's just for a page about a soft, cute little puppy. Isn't it sweet? So I just thought that was really good. That's a good find. But yeah. Erica says she switched to Cricut because her silhouette would work one day and then not the next. I know, like the technology side of this stuff. So difficult. Okay, Allison, how are the cards coming?
Well, I got two so far.
That's a good start.
This kit had little breads, didn't it?
Here. Do you have any of those velveteen textured thickers? I don't think I probably do have some like the flocked ones, right? With the flocking on them. I probably do have some of those actually. I have a good stash of supplies. And 3/4. By 2.
I don't think I have any of those, April.
Yeah, I think my scrap room is a little bit like your stash too, April. Not lacking. Said with love to a friend. Let's see here. 3 3/4. Okay. I measured twice this time, you guys. Cut once, measure twice. Instead of the other way that I've been doing. There we go. Oh, that one must be a little bit sized different. It could have been a little bit longer, but they will be fine. Okay. Oh, something isn't put on here straight. Okay, wow, this has probably come together pretty good. I'm gonna have to find a good title, maybe something fuzzy and flocked for my title. I definitely love Snuffleupagus. Snuggle Snuffleupagus. So my whole life I called him the wrong thing. Let's just say that. Snuffle I always called him Snuffleupagus. And then we were doing the thing about the Muppets And I'm like researching about snuffleupagus, and I find out the whole time I'm calling him the wrong thing because it's snuffleupagus. I'm like, what? Or something like that. I was definitely calling him the wrong thing my whole life. And I even have one. I have a snuffle. A snuffy. I have this cute one. Isn't he cute? And he's actually a puppet, so you can like play with your puppet. And yeah, my whole life. But they just call him Snuffy in here. So, you know, I'm not but yeah, I always called him Snuffleupagus.
That's because
Just
nobody else can pronounce it either, so he's called Snuffy.
Snuffy, right? But yeah, but I laughed so hard when I realized, like, oh, I've been doing that wrong my whole life. But when Joe got this puppy, and he's just so cuddly, right? Like, when I go to sit on my couch, he looks at me and he's like just waiting, and he's like kind of like so excited, and he barely lets me sit down and put the little blanket on, and then he like spins a circle on my lap and he's like plunked down. He's like, there's my spot. Yeah, see, Alice, he has a big nose so he can snuffle things up, August, right? It makes so much sense once you like, as much as something like that can, can make sense, but just like the laughter at realizing how wrong I'd had it, and I'm like, this is like a big piece of my childhood. There was plenty of Sesame Street there. But the funny thing is actually seeing Sesame Street from Canadian version versus like American version, because there was little pieces that were different. And yeah, I remember seeing stuff. I'm like, who is that? What is this? It's like
There was a
just
Canadian version?
yeah, like just little pieces were different. Like in some of our stuff, like we would have little French pieces like sprinkled in or something, right? And yeah, 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 there was differences. So
Well, this is where I admit that I did not grow up with Sesame Street, so. Or the Muppets.
yeah. So you don't know how to count to 12 properly? Is that what you're
I
saying?
do not.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I
5, 6,
had
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No.
If I was lucky, I could go next door and watch Blue Peter on my neighbor's television, which was like a British kids show
Yeah.
where they would like, learn things.
Yeah.
Um, but nope, no Sesame Street,
No
no
Sesame.
Muppets. All right, I need another horizontal. I feel like I stored that in the wrong spot. That would be embarrassing, right?
And no, you would just do it again and then you do more of them so it looks on purpose. Right? That's just like the fix. Like if something's wrong, you just do it again. She doesn't know how to paint letters on glass doors or windows, like especially in 8. There were so many like funny little clips that like got repeated so many times, and it's like just becomes part of like your mental brain that you just can't undo it, right? Okay, I'm just looking to see. Oh, they did have like a little
Yes, I had a very deprived childhood, April.
Is it deprived or did you have different opportunities?
Well, I guess it depends on your perspective.
Okay, I think I might
I
need to.
honestly didn't know any better, so
Right. Like, is a childhood where you watch all this TV really good for you? Like, is that really the idyllic thing that we think that it might have
well, there is some
been?
truth to that.
Little arguments we made. Yeah. Oh, love this life. And then I need a little smile. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna use a little camera icon on here for sure. That's cute. Well, maybe put some little pictures or flowers in here. Flowers on top. It's a very big flower. Oh, I know I'm gonna want lines, and if I put big things on here, I'm not gonna fit them in. So I'm pulling out my old template. Now, this thing is old. It was from Creative Memories. It has the year 2002 on it, this stencil. And I use this section of it all the time. Now, it has taken a little bit of abuse. As you can see, it is taped together in multiple places and they get retaped. So you can see layers of tape on here, but it is still my favorite stencil guide. And yeah, I'm just wondering, does anybody else actually use stencils for journaling? Do you have one like this one that you pull out? Does anybody else actually pull one of these out? Gail says, I have one of those, haven't used it recently though. Yeah, I when it finally like disintegrates, which I am worried about happening, I will be very sad. I will say that. Because I have not yet seen another one that would replace it. So, I will.
Well, this should surprise nobody, but I just freehand my journaling.
Shockingly,
I know.
Alice, Allison does it just different. And she's like, no.
I eyeball, I freehand. If it's crooked, it's crooked. I deal with it.
Oh, no. Beth, who's on here, Beth Branning, our friend from Scrap Happy, she was the one who introduced me to this fabulous tool right here. And I'm like, where had it been all my life? Why did nobody ever tell me this? I feel like somebody was letting me down by not introducing me to a simple little T-square ruler a lot sooner in my scrapbooking journey. This is why we need friends. Okay, so this is definitely gonna go here. Do I want the big flower for up there in the background of it? Well, maybe. And then the smaller one down here. Sometimes that thing looks too big. I could do. This is gonna go here. I'll cut this out. Without sticking it on yet, I can pre-plan it if I cut it out. I don't want to cover all of my great stuff, and this camera is feeling really big, but there's another one in here. I don't like the black and white of it though. Hmm.
Beth, you're saying that like it's a bad thing, but I think if you are a true friend because it's an invaluable tool and it only costs $3. So
Right?
that's a win-win.
Yeah, Beth can take credit. And then she also wrote a fabulous book. And when I when I got the book and I read it, I was like, oh, I wish I had read that sooner. Like, just like it was really good.
Hey, we are coming up to the top of the second hour.
How is that even a thing? Like
Ooh,
I
sorry.
I feel like that's not fair. I am so close to being like at that point where I should be there, but I'm not quite. So, gosh. Okay.
Apparently, I have a low battery warning on my camera. Oh, here
Oh
we
gosh.
go.
It's one of those days. Allison sent me a little video about the cricket personality from the organizing. Donna, it's called The Call.
Butterbug?
Yeah, the Clutterbug. So yeah, there's the Clutterbug types. I'm a cricket, although it was really funny because she sent me this video and it says if you're watching this video, you're probably not a cricket. I was laughing because I'm like,
But she quantified that by saying if you're still watching, then you're a cricket with like perfectionist problems or something,
oh
right?
yeah, then she goes on to describe me 100%. So I'm like, well, I think maybe I am.
Fair.
Because all of the hangups that she described are exactly the way my clutter builds around me, right? Like, and yeah, I find it very interesting because it's like, but part of me wants it to be exactly like this. I want it to be arranged, like all the stuff and like hide it away so I don't have to look at it all because it's too cluttery. And but I want to have the things, but I want to have them super organized. So, and then yeah, so I'm watching it, but I was a little worried that she was gonna be like, lots of people think they're crickets, but they're actually not. And she was gonna go down a different road. I'd be like, that was gonna blow my mind, and thankfully that didn't happen. I was a little worried for a second, but I find it has been very instructive on helping me make progress on areas that were challenging to me. So I have been a big fan of the Clutterbug system.
Your
But I do
layout's really
wish
cute.
that that like cricket was like something cooler because it doesn't feel like a fun mascot. Let's just say. Like there's ladybugs, those are adorable, really cute, right? There's bees, absolutely wonderful. Plus, as a scrapbooker, I can appreciate bees. They're in tons of collections. There's the butterfly. Yeah, awesome. Cricket? Cricket? That's the best you could come up with was a cricket? Oh my, I'm just saying, feel a little ripped off.
Well, you're like Jiminy Cricket as opposed to the grasshoppers from ants. So I think that's a good thing.
I have made that connection and I'm like, cricket, really? She probably didn't call it cricket just, or called it cricket just because there's less connotation than grasshopper. Like, oh dear. Okay, I just had this on here perfectly and now I've lost it. I don't know. What was
Did you know that if you don't use the spray Heidi Swap Color Shine sprays,
uh,
they dry up and and there's nothing in here?
any mixed
I
media,
just
yes.
discovered that. I just discovered it.
You
I
can
have Heidi
probably
Swap
put a couple
color shines
drops.
that are super old that still spray.
Yeah. You can
The
probably,
Heidi Swapping.
Yeah. I have this little guy that I've had I don't know, it came out in a Chamel Christmas kit. So we're going back probably 10 years.
Mhm.
Well,
Mine
this one might actually have some liquid in it after I
I have
said
these
that, but I
ones that are probably even older. And
mine
they're
is as
still fine.
close to dried up as you might get, but it's still not quite dried up. And it's one of those little ones, so if something was gonna dry out, like, but they definitely need like a ton of shaking. And once you get to a certain point, it's like pretty much done. Yes. Anyways, we have reached the top of the hour. This has been a lot of fun. Let me switch back for a second. Let's bring up our faces for a second. And Allison, I think she's gonna turn this on, so I'm gonna pin her up too. And remove. Oh, hold on. What happened there? Oh, this one. Add spotlight. There we are.
Plugging my phone in before it absolutely dies.
There we go. Okay, well, I've got pieces that are falling off, but look, something. It's looking so
I think it's
cute.
really pretty. I think it looks
My
really
little
close to the sketch.
snuggle puppet. Yeah, that's probably the closest I've done to a sketch because I'm gonna have the words coming out here. So pretty on
Where did
par with the sketch. Like
where did you
shocking.
draw your journaling lines? I can't see them.
Oh, yeah, they're just in pencil on the yellow.
Oh, they're on the yellow. Okay.
Yeah, on the yellow. Because I think that'll be like these other lines I could just use, but I don't know if I'll have to put some journaling. It depends if I run out of room. Did Q ever appear in the chat? I don't think she appeared in the chat. Let me check my email really quick, because otherwise I'll do another quick draw. Because otherwise I won't have a winner to send to the scrap room, and that would be tragedy.
I don't see her on the list anymore either.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Let's do
thanks
another
for the
winner.
reminder. Good reminder. Perfect timing. Um, let's close that out so I can see the participants list again. There we go. Okay, well, we're gonna do a new draw. And that way we have a winner for today.
And I'm only one person this time because I
You're only
took off.
one person now. So it says there's 25, so out of 23. And I will generate that. And it says, oh, it says number 1. April, you're up. Congratulations to April. So, April Swingler, you are our winner for today since the other person bailed on us and didn't claim their prize. So,
Yay.
congratulations, April. April, please send me a message at alice@scraphappy.org and you will get our prize for this month.
Bye, Beth.
.org. So, yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. This has been a ton of fun. For the kit that I criticize the most, that's the one I chose to use, and it's absolutely perfect. So, who am I to say? I guess the designer was onto something, although I will say I hate all the things I didn't like. So.
I was going to say you didn't use that paper that we were all disparaging. So.
But she still designed, like, I'm assuming she, maybe not, but the designer still designed a kit that I found extremely usable. So there you go. I don't have to love every paper to have a great kit. So, but I
That's why
love
the
it.
B-sides.
I can't wait to see what everybody's making for load, see their pages inspired by the cliffs of insanity. Oh my gosh, and reviewing all the little things about the Princess Bride movie. Absolutely hilarious, absolute fun. So thanks for playing along if you're doing load with us right now. That's been fantastic. And I can't wait to see what you have coming up. Lots more fun for this month. There are some behind the scenes stories that are just so good. I can't wait to share those. We have some quotes to get to still. We've only really visited the as you wish quote so far, but hint, hint, there's maybe one coming up tomorrow that you will enjoy very much. So yeah, very fun. The April says her friend Heather visited the actual cliffs. They're called the Cliffs of Moher, and I was going to mention it. They're in Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah.
I've been there.
There you go. The Cliffs of
Yeah, they're pretty
And
cool.
I don't know if I said mower right, but
More.
yeah,
I think
more,
it's just one syllable more. Yeah.
more.
I could be wrong. I'm not Irish, but
With Irish, like who knows, right?
it's not Wales. It's not Welsh. So
Okay, but like I think Irish is worse in some ways. Like Welsh you can read it, and once you know a couple of little things, you can read it. Maybe not nicely, but like you can read it. You just need a lot of that, right? But like nobody can tell me that the word Siobhan should say that. And Saoirse, that's not what I read when I read that name. Like, where did they come up with this stuff?
Just, I feel like to throw in random sounds. I was just,
Right. Well, that's fun. But thank you all for joining us. So much fun. If you were just watching this on the replay, make sure that you're subscribed to the email list at scraphappy.org/subscribe. And don't forget to follow us over on Instagram as well. That is our Instagram. If you're sharing your layouts for load, tag us at that Instagram as well, which is really great. And we will be back. I have bad news for you. We actually
Hey,
have.
did you mention next month? I didn't hear. I came in a little bit
Oh,
late.
yes, we do have Calvin
Oh,
Ball going on
okay.
next month. Yes, yes, there shall be Calvin Ball. But we will not be hosting live events next month. I might be able to sneak in a Calvin Ball one at the beginning. I was thinking about that, and I think like maybe on day one, but it'll be like I don't think that's on a weekend. 28th. Actually, it'll be a Sunday. I can maybe sneak one in on that Sunday. The problem is I am going on a trip for the pretty much the whole month of March. And so live events will not be happening within Scrap Happy. I won't be able to even do one at the end of the Calvin Ball because I will just be away. Like, so it's tough. And Allison has some stuff going on. So for her crochet, if you're not following her over on her crochet, give your shout out, give all your little things right now.
it's not just yarn. Just
Not
look up.
just yarn with a K, like cannot
Not
just
just
yarn.
yarn. That's my website.
Yes.
Are you
Everything's
going to Hawaii?
Not this time.
Oh,
We're actually doing an ocean crossing for the Atlantic up over to England. So,
oh,
and
I
it's
can't
like
even
a
tell.
22-day cruise plus 20
nice.
days. Plus, we thought it left from Fort Lauderdale, but it actually leaves from Orlando. So I might be going to go see the new Harry Potter stuff at the Epic Universe. Just saying. Just saying I might be. I am. We booked the tickets. So, yeah, it's going to compromise some of our activities for March, and I understand this, but I'm going, so that's what's happening, and I'm just gonna say thank you for understanding, and I and I appreciate your well wishes. So thank you so much.
We look forward to the stories that you will tell in April.
Yes, and we'll get the April calendar posted up for people pretty soon so that you can put that on the plan and it's gonna be great. But yeah, so that's there will be no Scrapbook Live in March, which is unfortunate, but some things are just like that. So, anyways, have a very good day today, and I can't wait to see your load pages. And until next time, happy scrapping, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.